Oh, gathered throng. It is I, your friend Jerriford K. Horcrims. I'm joined, as virtually almost always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster Eric J. Benson. And you may also know him by a few other names. It might be the notorious EJB. It might be Edge Benson. And Azerbaijan, obviously, right on top of it, for sure. Of course, you already know what it is. We are here to invite you into the art and science of brewing. It's a tradition you already own, and we want to make sure that you can take full advantage of it. As always, of course, we're going to leverage 100% the hero's journey. I mean, every episode, of course, we take our cues from that. And the first part is going to be putting it in here. Now, let me show you. I don't even have to call the jacket out, right?
No, yeah.
Like, it's like, it's in, oh, see, yes, now Kilgar knows what's up.
Boom.
Yes, you got there. Viking Goat, can one letter in brewing? We have. And you should, in all things, you should endeavor to emulate
that's a great idea.
this robust example.
Can we get a brewing patch that you sew on to like something like that?
Yeah,
Can we do
we have
patches?
We have plans.
We have plans. We have a full-on patch.
We can't answer that.
We have a full-on patch plan. Now,
There's a way to letter it.
what was I just going to say? So before we continue, we should emphasize a few of the tasteful items. Obviously, this, you know about this.
Delightful.
And you can tell from the color which one it's from. But you can also see that it's indicated here.
Boosh.
It's also indicated there. Over here, we have traditional.
No, you got to do the.
Oh, here.
You got to.
No, you do it the other way.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, and then we'll do.
Yeah.
Just spin around. Just spin around. Right.
Yeah,
All right.
good.
Now, so over here, don't worry, we'll get there. So you have like traditional fields here. I'm trying to make sure that it's visible. You can see like actual heraldry being leveraged in the iconography. Here's the patch on the bottom. You know what year it's for. And then this back here, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. There's some other details, but they're below the fold, as they say. All I can say is that I feel welcomed. I feel as though I have been welcomed home into the jacket itself. Now that the jacket phase has reached its conclusion, now we can make alcohol. So, what is the recipe we're building today?
The one we are making is Yawning Portal.
Oh, Yawning Porter.
A porter.
Right? So let's take a look in here. Because it basically smells like peanut butter.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's Maris Otter Carafa special roast.
So that's it. That's the combo, right?
You're smelling a cookie.
Yeah, exactly.
In a bag.
Between Maris Otter and the special roast.
Guys, I don't want to take this jacket off. It's so comfy.
No. It's pretty dope. It is deeply silly.
This is like, I can lay on the couch and watch a movie in it, like it's comfy, that comfy.
No, you could invite a second person into the jacket.
Right, and say, welcome home.
And welcome them into a theoretical home. Now, how much of the first gold?
You're gonna put...
Full meal deal?
No, we don't need that much.
Oh, not in a porter.
Not in a porter, yeah. So we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce.
Okay, can do.
All up ands.
Okay.
Man, this is bringing back to high school now.
Oh yeah, it's a full, yeah, it's like brewing class.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, we're in lab together.
Yeah. Yeah. All these traditional brewing hops.
Yeah. Yes, take a whiff of that.
Just stink.
Woo!
Right? Okay. 3/4, you say? Can do.
Can you get it?
I can.
Look at that. Go!
But it likes to sneak up at the
Yeah,
end.
I know,
It
right?
likes to tell you that you've done well.
And then it just rubs
then
it in like, not
no.
today, sir.
No, and then it robs you, basically.
There we go.
Is it? All right, it's good. Okay. Yep.
Nope.
Put this into there. Get this in her. Okay. Yeah, is this because it's a porter? Like we've been doing fancier, like kinkier stuff.
Yeah, totally.
With like crazy additions on the back end and stuff like that. Porter.
You really don't have to.
Compared to the stuff we've been pulling lately.
Yeah.
Porter is so free, right? It's just a cool mix in here. Some hops.
And it's super light on the body. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
not
no,
a full-bodied stout.
No, exactly right. They're essentially dark ales.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, now,
Woo!
grab this. I'm gonna move out into the front.
Frontal read. Yeah,
Exactly.
It's gonna get hot in here.
No, I was
with
just
the,
gonna say, because we got the lights and stuff.
with the boil going.
I'll tell you where it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to have that motherfucker in Boston for sure.
Philly? Or
Oh
excuse
God!
me,
Oh yeah,
Boston?
both. Well, yeah, but that's 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
It'll still be good then.
Also then, because that's
Yeah.
gonna happen in 2020
Exactly.
as well.
All right, let's get in there. Now the pillow has been placed expertly, right?
Yep. You know, bow reverently at the altar of.
Yeah. Oh hey, now did you say you talked to Pico and they're going to offer up a seat?
Yeah, so that's what's really cool. Talk to our friends over at Pico. So at Child's Play this year, we are going to do a raffle again for a Pico, or raffle, an auction for a Pico C and a some time with Jerry and I to develop your own recipe. So if you're at Child's Play, think about bidding on that one.
I just want to make sure that everybody understands. It used to be Dark Tidings. Every time I would come and try to address this machine, it was pure torment. Not anymore.
Wow.
I know exactly what to do.
It was so quick, I didn't even realize it was
You didn't even know.
What the hell just happened?
You didn't even know. It's because I get shit done.
Did what?
Yeah, I know. Well, no, it's like I had to, much as you would expect, it's like there's experience. Of course, now I have a hard time with the door.
You know, I feel like we got played a little. It's like, hey, yeah, I heard something about Pico, donating just to draw the attention off of the shit that's going on down there.
Exactly. It's just one of my many tricks.
Yeah.
It's one of my many tricks.
But no, look at that. I mean, already in place.
No, I'm telling you, like, it used to be, it was a shame festival. And then.
Now it's a celebration.
It's every time. And it's not, I hadn't communicated this to you because obviously there's a shame factor. Mm-hmm. But I think it is almost certain that some of these beers had shredded plastic in them. Thank you so much, Dubsy Man. No, because sometimes I would introduce it with perhaps too much enthusiasm.
And so you're saying there was scraping?
Coils. I mean, we've heard the sounds, right? But I'm saying that, there haven't been any ill effects.
I mean, I haven't really died from it yet.
No, not yet. But you have had health concerns.
Yeah.
It could be connected to these toxic plastic coils.
Great. I'll give you the $54,000 health bill shortly.
Deep within.
Yeah.
But check this out, Valen. Thank you so much. But check this out. So it's like we've got this thing.
Whoa! Look at that.
I'm saying we've got this thing popping. So it's like 10 minutes into the show. And it's dark work. And in the case of the Awning Porter, it's, literal and figurative dark work.
Yeah.
Has already begun. So it's going to be fun on this one. Definitely catch the brew cam on this because the first extractions here might be light in color, but that is...
Oh, no, that's not going to stay that way.
No.
At all. Because the carafa in there is going to just darken it right up.
It's insane.
Yeah.
There's carafas that are like 300 SRM.
This is
right?
400.
Yeah, this is serious shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as you see the water soaking through the grain bed, that's when you can see any of those like dark speckles that you see. Yeah. That's the 400 SRM.
Yeah, but what's funny is they're so sporadic and sparse that you only need a couple, and it's going to completely change the color of the beer.
No, it's a tiny part of the mix. But definitely get gaze ye, into this evil constellation. Now, in the new, because of the way that the new water gets introduced, we don't have a traditional vortex, really.
I don't. Yeah,
do
but
we?
look at what's forming over here on the side now. It's almost creating a canyon. You know, I feel like it's going to dig deep into this. Look at that. Look at
Gosh, it might be. It's begun to. Well, it's boring in from the top. It's more like, honestly, it's more like if you have the. Have you ever seen like the fancier coffee makers where they have like the explicit spreader. It's more like a water shower over the grounds.
Absolutely.
I sort of feel like that's what's happening here because it's building up. It must be farther back in the.
Oh yeah, look at that. No, but there's like a grand pool developing in the center.
That's
right.
true.
It's like a hot spring,
No, this is wild.
and it's flowing out to the sides.
Foe, obviously. Thanks so much for rolling through. Good to see you, pal. But yes, that's what we have had. Is we've had like multiple distinct scrying pools,
Right.
Inside the greater malt.
Like the hot springs of like. Look at that.
Exactly. One can imagine oneself.
It's a sauna.
Yeah, it's happening right now. This is the dough-in phase, right? That's like phase one. That's like the initial introduction of the hot water.
Yep.
Snicker, thank you so much. The initial introduction of the hot water to the grain bed, and then this process basically goes on for most of the brew, right?
For about 20 minutes is where you get dough in.
That's just the initial phase.
Yeah, this is kind of loosening up the sugars and everything, and then you're going to bring it up to about 145.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, it can range anywhere from 145 to really around 153, depending on if you want a light body to a full body.
Oh, okay. So that's actually that's a knob that the brewer turns for as a stylistic.
Exactly. So if we wanted like a pale ale that is very light in body,
exactly. So
we are going to be mashing in at a lower temperature than we would for an imperial stout.
Yeah.
That has a really full body.
Well, and when I saw it when we were doing the event out at Two Beers, when we were actually doing the brew portion of that, where does the Vorloff thing, like where does that happen? That's near the end, right? Like,
Yes.
That's like
So
the last bit of scraping sugar out of these.
Yeah, so what's crazy is
beans.
The pico is the way the pico operates. It's continuously doing the
With a
Vorloff throughout this whole process because
Right.
what you do is you drain out the water with the sugar in it and then recycle it back over the top of the grains.
Right.
And the grains actually act as a mesh and prevent anything from getting back through to the bottom.
It's like a filter,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah,
right?
filter,
And
not
so
a
when
mesh.
it's basically using the husks, Vid Tuesday, thank you so much. It's basically using that as a sieve almost. And
Exactly.
but we're actually doing that with the wort itself. Like we're actually collecting the wort down here and then pouring it with pitchers over the top.
Yeah, so when you would do it at your home system, you would have your mash, then you do a mash out to stop the sugars from coming out of the grains, and then you would Vorloff. That's where we were taking the water from the bottom, pouring it back over the top.
In sort of a team. Like if you're solo,
Yeah, it's like
obviously that's just you.
Yeah.
You have a podcast going or something.
I know,
but,
right?
But we were able to trade, we were able to share the labor.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is a big part of brewing, honestly.
And what that really does is it makes sure that there's no granules or as little extra matter that's going to go into the boiling or the wort as it goes into the kettle to boil.
Right.
And that's the point of it. But with
we're
the pico,
trying
it
to get the potable part of it out.
Yeah,
You don't want
exactly.
chunks. Although,
Sometimes
I was just gonna say.
sometimes
I was gonna say. See, now, we have something. We've developed something like a vortex here.
It's happening.
But it's being developed.
Look at that.
We should celebrate
The return of
the return of the vortex.
The return of the text.
Exactly.
It is.
It's a great track. Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, so it's a great track. What we should do is we should celebrate the return of the vortex, perhaps with a frosty glass
I agree.
of Welcome Home. Oh, yeah, he heard the call.
I'm here to drink.
You mean a frosted glass of
of Welcome Home. Exactly right.
the saying?
Exactly right.
It's
Now,
a thing.
So let's tap into this.
To the tap?
We are attached to
there's
the.
a- well, there's a-
Down there we have our party tap.
Faux tap.
Indeed. Faux tap.
Faux tap.
I'm in Fotep.
Okay, so I'll smell that though. Off the off the grain bed. Now that the water's starting to build up over
Yeah,
the top,
it's delicious.
that smells real good. No, yeah, S.A. Wells, truth be told, he was literally waiting in the wings. Beckenbauer, you know perfectly well. No, the return of the Vortex. Let's be clear.
Return of the text.
Return of the Text. That's no reason for
Don't
this
you
grainal
freaking say it.
fissure talk.
You already put it's
to
already
return.
Mother-
It was an era. It's a part of our history. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that it didn't happen.
And here's the thing, Bauer. Ryan's not even here to defend it. Think about that.
Exactly.
If it was a thing, he'd be here to, at least stand
Yeah.
up for this crazy nonsense you're putting in our chat.
All I'm saying is, I would never say it would be ahistorical to suggest that, that there was never any contention around the term grainal fissure.
Sure.
What I'm saying is that as a people, we have gone ahead.
Great pour, Jeff.
Oh yeah, here.
I'm learning.
Right here. I'm trying to get it centralized in the.
Stop it. Then you get focused on it.
Fucking stop it, Jerry! Knock it off. All right, so this must. Schubert, come on. But this must certainly. This is the image. This is the very image
This is the
of a
golden
beer.
dawn, yeah.
Like.
Well, yeah, right.
This is the fucking icon.
I don't even know what we're drinking. The Welcome Home.
Yeah, welcome home. Now here. So let's go.
What is Welcome Home? I don't remember.
Welcome home is designed to be. This one has more in it, so I will take it.
This was our beer 4-packs.
Exactly. So this beer, it is designed to be, thematically speaking, it is designed to be as welcoming as possible. Which is to say, we have made a classic lager style beer, right?
All right.
Right.
Okay.
There we go.
So
So take a whiff.
Wheat,
Whoa.
sweet.
yeah,
wheat.
it's got a very sweet smell.
Yeah, I
of
mean,
it.
this is Pilsner and Vienna malt,
Exactly.
and then a little bit of caramel inside. Just
Vienna
a little
malt
bit.
waits for you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but basically the idea was to make a slightly upmarket version of a classic lager.
Well done. You did it.
Oh my God, it's so simple.
You did it. That's exactly what that is.
It's so simple and
Oh, it's
good.
got. I like the sweet taste. There's some
Welcome
sweet
home.
notes to there.
Wow.
Some like.
We can tell you. I mean, we can tell you exactly what they are. But
It's
what do you
not
think?
quite. I almost want to say it's got a little bit of biscuity sweetness in there. I might be wrong, but
You'll get some sweetness from the Vienna.
Yeah, for sure. But then with a little bit of the caramel.
I guess I
from-
could cheat and look and see
from-
what you
yeah,
put in it.
on the caramel, a little bit extra body.
And then you had Hallertau as the hops that we put in there. Which is
Exactly.
going to give us the stone
but then
fruits.
we went with the Urkel yeast for a classic lager profile. And then Hallertau is not. That's not fancy pants.
No, I'm willing to bet. I mean, your IBUs are probably.
33?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I would have mid-teens.
Yeah. It's because it's basically that's just there to counter how sweet it is in the rest
Well,
of
then
the
it's
in the rest of the bill, right?
Well done in the balance.
I was just
because
gonna say.
like if I had seen this on a menu with it listed out, I would have been like, and I would have had the bartender have to go, no, you got to try it. Here's a taster.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't taste.
No,
in
it-
the-
But it's clean, it's crisp.
Oh, yeah.
It's only a 4%.
Yeah, it does not come across.
Why am I bothering?
Exactly. It doesn't come across. You don't come after that. That 33 does not come after you at all.
No, but this is like this is the beer you have when you're sitting around the table playing games.
Yeah.
And you're just all
This
day,
is
all
the,
night.
yeah, exactly. This is the calibrator. Like this would be
That's really good.
this would be an Apex SCA product,
Right.
right? It's like you're still ready to fence. You know.
Do your thing.
you can still function.
Yeah, exactly. 7 o'clock rolls around. You're still ready to
Yeah.
do whatever happens at 7 o'clock at SCA.
It's a sporting event drink as well, so you can drink it for 3 hours straight.
yeah.
No, exactly.
And
Or
you just have
4
to peel
hours.
that. 4 hours.
If it
last-
goes
in case
into
last
overtime.
night, yes. In case it's all the way through overtime. But yes. Well done.
I am
oh my goodness.
thoroughly impressed with it. This one is
Yeah. This one is just
Like,
unequivocal.
this is something everybody can approach and be like, okay, I can drink this.
Yeah, exactly. I should see if we can get a Mike sample in here.
Yeah, I saw him. I'll go get him. I gotta go back and do real work again. But
What?
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
I've been out of the office for 2 days.
I know, I saw pictures.
I got stuff to do.
well, you might want to pour a little bit more and then bring it.
Freckenbauer, the ABV was
breakfast.
4%.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah, I mean, that's
It's perfect.
like, this is what I would have. This is what I would want if I was going to a con and sitting around and BSing with friends.
It's just
Like, that's it.
every part of it is welcoming.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as an execution of the thesis, this has to be called a success purely from a rhetorical perspective.
Right.
Hey, look. Hey. Well, here, let's get you a sip. Let's get you a sip of this exquisite product. What?
Is it normal to hold a glass down by your crotch?
Yes.
You've never had crotch beer?
I was just gonna say, well, you've never, you don't
you
really
never
go to parties,
experienced-
so
No, I don't.
you don't really go to parties, so you don't know about this dick beer, but it's a totally normal thing.
It smells like beer,
Yeah, exactly, and it would.
Solid.
just like it.
Now it's synonymous with beer.
This tastes like a beer.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I will take your okay. Like, I will.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. And sometimes there are things wrong with it, right? You've come in and had wrong
Yeah.
beers, and they have been
pretty good.
scary. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Easy to drink.
That's the point.
That's the whole
the point
idea.
of it,
This is
yeah.
the welcome
Yeah.
home beer. Its purpose is to be a liquid friend, essentially. 3 drinks. Okay, now ease up. I mean, it's like
Well,
Dude, I had
I'm gonna go back and draw.
a crisp apple cider with dinner the other night.
Yeah.
Like a hard apple cider.
Oh, I know what you mean.
And then I was doing the dishes. Karen
I was
started
dancing.
Karen started playing Christmas music, and I didn't realize the kids were in the room. And I said, "What the fuck?" Noah was scandalized. He won't even look at me. Like,
Oh yeah, he doesn't know who is this man.
who are you? And I was like, I had a hard apple cider, son.
like-
You don't understand.
your legs were
I wasn't
shaking, like
myself.
dancing almost started. It
That was the apple talking.
Was it that hard apple?
Hard apple.
So hang on a second. So he was scandalized because of the naughty words.
Because I said, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, sure.
I actually don't swear at home.
I endeavor not to,
Yeah.
unless I really want to, which is often, and then I do. But hook me up here. So you said what the fuck because it was too early for the Christmas music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way too early for Christmas.
Because I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking it's
Don't.
time.
Whoa.
Are you? If it comes on in the office, is that going to be Troubletown? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
You have to wait till the day after Thanksgiving. This is
known.
A known
It's a
rule.
Yeah.
Is it known?
yeah.
All right.
It's in our Constitution. All right,
Yeah.
hey, that was not bad.
All right. Hey,
Thank you.
I'm applauding for myself, I guess.
Yo, God.
Yeah, I'm a
Way to
special
go.
boy, and I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard my mom on this topic, but she's got a lot of things to say about me, and they're all good. So, that must be considered a success.
It's a success in my book.
I'm gonna have some more. Hang on. Yeah, it's just perfect.
This is the beer that I want to have at a con. Like, it's not super bitter. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh man, I'm going to, like an IPA would be where, I like IPAs. But
and listen,
I don't know how to
don't-
describe this perfectly.
No. IPA, obviously, that's our main choice.
Yeah.
You achieve a certain, like, once you hit a certain level, it's like in the same way that, like, once you achieve max level, or like, let's say you achieve maximum light level. Dora, what special friends? The friend train continues. Now, you've come to us for our elixir.
I did. Well, Mike walked by and goes, "The beer's good today," and I was like, "Mike says the beer's
Yeah,
good."
right?
I
Like
should
Mike-
It's like
just-
mythic.
If Mike is okay with it, like at first he's like, "Hey, it's okay," but then he drank half the glass, so
Right.
he
So-
continued to drink it even
Yeah.
as he said it was okay, and then by the time he was gone, he said, "Hey, that's pretty good."
Yeah.
So,
God, I really like the color.
do you know the thesis?
Beautiful.
Do you know the
Do
thesis?
not know the thesis. Please
Because
tell me.
the truth is that this looks very much like something that you would pull out of a party tap.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so good. It's like tangerine,
Yeah, exactly.
citrusy flavors.
Yep, it's got that rind, and then on top of that, it's all simple, friendly stuff. So this is welcome home, right? The idea is
love that.
the idea is that this is essentially a calibration device. All can approach and enjoy.
Yeah.
If you're like a beer dork, you'll appreciate that the body is made up of, it has a little bit more robust body than a regular beer, but it's really designed to be a classic, like American style lager experience. But there is a couple dorky, like in the grains, there's a couple dorky twists.
Yeah.
Just to give that like nerd something to like chew over.
Right.
But it's just good.
This is like what Blue Moon wants to be.
Yeah.
And is not at all.
Well,
Dun, dun, dun. Someone put Chariots of Fire on right now.
no, I mean, listen.
That's what you're going for.
Yeah.
It's so
Blue
good.
Moon does pretty good. So
It does
it's like
okay.
if we're
I
hitting,
feel like this is above that for sure, and that like I enjoy it far more. Like it's way smoother. It's like
yes,
the flavors more.
It's sweet. It's
sophisticated.
balanced. Yes.
What can I say? It's
No,
delicious.
it turned out good. Well, I'm
It
glad that you
turned out
like
great.
it.
Thank you
I'm
very
glad you
much.
like it.
I'm gonna take this to
You
my
can
office.
bring it back.
Yeah, it's portable.
I haven't had breakfast
It's
either.
portable and potable.
I hope it inspires.
Okay, thank you.
But that's that's basically the takeaway from this, is that it's ready to go. But I'm saying that like, essentially, you hit maximum light level, and then you
I
got
had
to.
950 last night. I'm kind of really excited about that.
God, I feel bad. I feel like I left you twisting the wind there.
I know, you really need to get your shit together and at least get above 900.
Am I not above 900?
I don't know. No, you caught quick. You're at like 930.
Exactly. So if we hang out, we should be able to get up there, and then maybe we can get a raid type scenario going on. But all I'm saying is like you hit that max level, and then you start to seek out, more intensity.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly, right?
And the range of products that we have, we can I think that we have a suite of beverages that
Sweet. of
exactly
beverages.
that can act as an on-ramp into the art form. And I think that this would be a really nice intro course. Dwab. So word is getting around.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
It was shouted at me from down the hall.
From on high.
Well, yeah, and let's not forget that this, like everything else that we do on the show, is a true collaboration. The specific configuration of
Keep
the
going.
more-
That sounded really good
right.
for a second there.
of the more novel grains,
Thank you.
and then where it's safe and where it's innovative, like that's all a function of this.
Yeah.
And so when people come in and enjoy it, you should definitely feel good. So jump in there. What do you think?
I would drink a lot of this.
Right?
She's right.
Pretty much, I think my reviews will tell you how much I'll drink of it. That's pretty much it. Like that spicy beer, I was good on those sips I had.
Yeah. For those sips, it was the right amount.
This one I would do a few gulps.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't need to do that right now.
No. You got shit to do.
When I enjoy drinking a beer, which has kind of been like this for me,
Yeah.
tumultuously in my insides actually.
Within.
Yeah, within. I would risk it for this one.
See,
Just saying.
you got to feel good. You got to feel you got to feel like we've accomplished something on that. But that's the idea. So what might be fun is if we, obviously the fullness of time, right? But we had a really neat collaboration with Two Beers last West.
Absolutely.
So it might be interesting if we can talk to them about it, and it wouldn't be hard. We'll just talk to Dan,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Say, hey, we have an interesting something that's simple and it's fun and it'd be great.
And it's
fresh.
a lager.
It is
It's
a
clean.
lager.
It's easily sellable.
It would be great fresh. It's not gonna stick around. Like that's our fear. I think with the other stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's like our fear was that we don't want to make something that they're gonna have to dump.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And then what actually happened is that it sold out in a week. You know what I mean? And then you brought maybe the last existing can over to Warcry
I know.
last week,
Yeah.
and it had managed to shift a third distinct time in
Right?
flavor profile.
Wild, isn't it?
I don't know. It's a really, really special thing, but I think that we should definitely try to talk to them about doing a second collaboration.
Absolutely.
And then obviously we would tap Dave and Gav to come after it.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, for the theme of the beer being, welcome home, it's like, come on.
But what I'd say is that let's try to do another collaboration with them.
Yeah.
But let's just say welcome home might be a nice thing to have. So if somebody wants to come and try it, it would be a good vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically, right? Man, so everything basically, as near as I can tell, is great.
Yeah, I have
That's
no...
awesome. And then this is
I
also
cannot
great.
believe
People are coming in.
we got.
They're leaving with tall glasses of beer. I got a good feeling about it.
Oh God, that yawning porter smells so good.
What we have in there is truly magical. So I took a sample
Of
what was the mulling spices one?
Oh, Mullen Void.
Mullen Void.
What do you think? Wait, what? Hold on, wait.
It's a preview.
The spice is already in there?
You told me to put it in.
I did.
Dry.
I'm just testing you.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. And you passed or failed, depending on which one I feel like is correct.
Give me anxiety, man.
No. So here, so pull up Mullen Void so that people can see what's up.
It was an amber ale with, we used Marist. Marist!
Yeah, exactly.
We're going back to college.
Meerkats, we got them
Marist
all in there.
Otter, Caribbean.
We got meerkats in the fermenter, so it's like dry, it's a dry addition.
Right.
Exactly. Right up out of that thing, man. Right up out of it. So roasted barley, Caraviana. Oh, what a fucking
Got the
baller
trip.
build. What a baller build.
And we used the Belgian strong ale, so that's gonna twist the flavors in there.
Yeah, and
dramatically.
And it's like, what's the problem with that? I'm here to tell you right now that the mulling spices lend this brew an intensity.
How much did you put in?
Some.
How much you told? The 1 ounce, right? 1 ounce.
Are you sure?
It's the satchel was not big. What I would tell you is that a clove has
Take it off today and get it on CO2.
It's been
Oh no. Okay. This has already been managed. I'm just letting you know that a clove has a very strong taste. If anyone was wondering if cloves have an intensity of flavor, they do. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so if you like clove in liquid form, we have that for you.
What was the SRM on this beer? Oh, it was dark, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
So I think on CO2, ready to go, ready to pull.
God, I wonder what this would be like on nitrous.
I knew exactly where he was going, and tell the people why you're wondering that specifically.
Well, so two things. One,
Yeah.
because we would always go down at the Jolly Roger. We would always get IPAs on tap,
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But for 2 years, religiously on every Saturday night, we would ask, could you please put the Night Watch coffee on to
So they have like
nitro.
a coffee dark ale
Yeah.
that is exquisite, and it would be on there. But what's the other reason you'd like nitro?
I want to see what it does to the body and also how the head will come off on top of this beer with the spices. What does it do to the spice?
There's a third reason, and that is that, I mean, it's difficult to tell. No, it isn't difficult to tell. If you have soda water, soda water, obviously, it shouldn't taste like much.
No.
But soda water has a sort of sharp, tangy, on the tongue, it feels tangy.
Yeah.
Right?
You want to see if the acidity fades away.
Well, exactly, because nitro tastes sweet
Yep.
to the tongue for whatever reason. And so pulling that off of there with the other body and with the sweeter gas, that might be an interesting shift. But as it stands, as long as it's ice cold, it's just like the pepper one. That pepper one at room temperature is terrifying. And cold, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think
Everybody
that
else was scared and
I'd like to see the
frightened.
clove. I'd like to see the clove go a couple different ways, but I think carbonated, I think it could be a different ballgame. All right, so it's time for us to prosecute our ancient task and create online.
Unulin.
Now, let's see if our poll software functions this time. It's coming up, Josh. I think we'll be able to do some polls this time.
Yeah.
Viking, no. I did not stick a clove in my mouth. I'm saying that the beer had mulling spices in it. So we've all had that taste. Like, we've all had, like, mulled wine that's like, woo! Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's at that other edge. And it's sort of in that vein, but the malt base of that beer is so good. I mean, this is like that, and with the, with Frostbite. The bases that come out of this show and this channel
Are amazing.
they're world class.
Yeah.
And they're world class to the extent that I think some of them need to be redone.
Without the craziness.
Well, no,
like
with
that.
like just to fully appreciate them in the absence of some of the additions, just to see, because I think that some of these are completely. They're just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, Welcome
Right?
Home is a great case
Well,
of
no,
that,
it's
right?
no. This is
Like
flawless, but this is flawless. This is flawless in a simple way.
Yeah.
Like, it executes the theme, and it gets all the way there. I'm saying that some of these I think are like enter into a festival and win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like is that the next step? Should we be trying to enter festivals with some of these? Like,
We could.
I feel like we should. I feel like it'd be worth it. I mean, we'd have to go through our library.
I know, right? Of 80 something odd beer. I was going through
And
the
figure out which
videos, like,
ones.
what?
89.
89. That's
Same.
nuts.
This is 90.
You know, one day we should just have a judging contest at one of the PAXs where we bring in judges
Yeah.
and
Well,
everybody brings their home brews.
But exactly, but to do a full flight,
Yeah.
like
I mean, there's beer meetups, right?
Exactly.
Somebody said there was a beer
Well, it
like,
happens all
bottle
the-
exchange or
Oh,
something.
for
like that.
sure. I mean, that's the norm. But having it like fresh brewed and ready to go, the bottle exchanges are typically like
Oh yeah, it's just
it's
bottles
regional
from around the world, you know.
right? And that's pretty hot.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that's great.
Somebody was handing me stuff from The Alchemist, which you already knew about.
Oh, I used to go there all the time. It was great.
Yeah,
But you actually can't go to the brewery anymore because it's just people are influxed into the town.
well, you
They have an ice cream truck that goes around the town now.
You told me that
your
there's
allotment.
basically a truck
Yeah.
drives around with the full supply
You
and
get
runs
an
out.
allotment like of a 6-pack, and that's it of heady topper. You're done.
Well, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, that is like the oiliest, like, it is the oiliest
They can't keep
beer.
it in stock. Oh yeah, the beer is like the reason it's in a can is so you won't see it.
You mentioned this to me before.
Yeah.
You said that that he told you this, right? That it looks weird.
Because there's so much hops.
Yeah, because it just looks goofy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I mean,
You would never drink this if you saw it. I mean, you would, but
Well,
it's
because that's the ritual, is that I'll get one of these cans, somebody will hand it off to me, and then I'll go to Denix, obviously, and get the roast pork,
Yeah.
sharp provolone,
Obviously.
broccoli rabe, in bed, no pants,
and this is like spectacular. Like,
watching The Punisher on Netflix. Like, that is an apex experience. I'm here to tell you right now, I got those sandwiches 2 at a time, and I shouldn't tell this story to people. This is a story that should only be known to me. I was there, and
So were 2 sandwiches.
yeah,
One on each side.
for a very brief time.
Yeah.
They didn't last long. I'll tell you
Man,
that
let me
much.
tell you, the first time we hit the Knicks, that was like heaven. Like confetti was coming down from the sky, angels were singing. Like, what was going on?
Yeah, and then wargaming, late into the night.
Into the wee hours of.
Yeah, we couldn't beat those motherfuckers yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
But it happened later.
Yet.
It happened later. All right, now, you know what?
Come to Unplugged.
We'll discuss this
That's
later.
basically what we're saying.
Unplugged is,
Just come to
yeah, it's the
Unplugged.
greatest. Yeah, it's the greatest show. It's like Barnum and Bailey, but like 2019. It's the greatest show on earth. Now, so we need a new theme,
Yes.
right? So let's get some themes up in this mix. Oh man, and the season finale.
Oh, Kilgore, they Alchemist made a tasting room. So I've been off from the East Coast for like 5 years now. So
It's true.
anyway, so what do you say?
No, I'm saying that we have tomorrow is the
It is.
finale of the C Team.
God,
season
what does that
3.
mean for what is What is a beer that kind of encapsulates that?
Yeah, exactly. So, C-Team Finale. I'm going to put that in there just as one of the themes. Clone beer. Now, Iceberg. Now, that's interesting. That's interesting. Eberron could work. I mean, let's wait. Let's wait until we have a chance to really look through the new Eberron book.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Noble Knife.
Have we not done something for the Noble?
No, I don't think so. That's a great hook, Rocky.
Yeah, it's a great.
That is a really, really good hook. You drink on a coach trip through a long desert. A snack, yeah, snack
We
is
haven't done
cool.
a Dark Sun beer either. Can we talk about that little fucking chestnut?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? You know what I would do for Dark Sun?
Dirt.
Bugs. And I'm not joking.
Just put crickets.
I mean,
Have you ever had
roasted-
chocolate
Yes.
coated crickets?
Yeah.
Oddly enough, not bad.
No.
I mean,
kind of.
I'm not gonna like seek them out and say, man, I really could go for a bag of chocolate coated
It's
crickets.
not. It's never first choice.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I think that you could put crickets in secondary, and what you would extract would actually be mostly a nutty. Look. It's not my first choice. I'm saying as an interesting addition. Here, listen.
I'm just trying to think of like the sanitation that
Here
has to
is
go
your
into
poll. You know, you look at this poll. I have to talk to Eric right now. So, look, I'm not saying, how some bugs. I'm just saying they have a weird, like, nutty, smoky taste. And I think that they could be added, if properly sterilized, in secondary to impart a novel, nutty flavor. Let's drink some bugs.
that. Fuck it, why not? Let's go. Why not just Starship Trooper this bitch? Fuck it.
Just get up in the hive.
These bugs.
Oh. Galactois. You're talking about Numinous Primp.
Yes, the Trimp.
He has the, he's got it in the,
Yeah.
let's see, he's like way back in the throat. He's like way back in
Hello,
high.
I'm Primp.
Bip, yeah, you could add nuts. That's not what this is about. Yeah, you're not-
stupid crickets.
Bip, you gotta get into the spirit of this thing. Use some beeswax.
How about
Is
gummy
honey,
worms?
Is honey not bugwort? We've done gummy worms.
I know. It's very
It was actually weird.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we had that fantasy. The truth is
Truth is, we didn't brew with the gummy. They were an addition on top. We never threw them in the fucking mix.
I mean, you're not wrong. It would be fun to look at the.
I don't know what the hell.
It'd be fun to look at the basket just full of
The fucking
disintegrating worms.
Yeah, it's like the old tequila bottles with the worm in it, right?
For the bugs in the boil, getting extraction and sanitation in one fell swoop.
Yeah, and then like you have like legs that just don't get washed out and they're just stuck in some piece of plastic.
You're stuck in your teeth. That's what we want. I mean, luckily that's got all those screens. Those would keep. I would say that those screens would keep the vast majority of the insect limbs, contained. Every now and then, yeah. So you were saying before, every now and then you get a chunk or something like that. What's the beer that you have made that had some surprising secondary characteristic that was not that of a liquid? Have you ever made a beer where there was something solid, something like a boba type experience?
Like on purpose or on accident?
Unintentionally.
Oh, this was your.
I have a story about this. But
I don't have a story like this one.
you don't?
No.
I can't.
I don't.
Be the
I
only
don't
one.
have a like. Man, somehow Pete developed in my beer type of story.
But it did, like, spontaneous. Peat can be generated.
Tell the story. It's
spontaneously.
great. I actually like the story.
So obviously, my friend Pork. You know Pork. Anyway, Pork. That was basically who I used to like. I learned how to brew with Greg, and we had put together, Portergeist. That was the name of that. That was the name of the porter.
That's great.
Daphnis. Thanks so
Perfect
much.
timing.
Yeah. Mwah. And so it was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
this was one of the most amazing porters I've ever had. Like, it was a porter. It wasn't a stout, but it still had really good body.
Okay.
Very drinkable.
Well, yeah. It's just. I mean, that's exactly what you want as a porter.
Except-
like that's perfect.
Right? Except
This one thing.
occasionally. Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is that one trick that the esophagus hates. And that's that occasionally when drinking a liquid, you might consume as much as a tablespoon of slimy hair. We don't know why, and we never took
Did you
the
have
slimy
cats?
hair. We specifically decided not to look into.
Well, I mean, I feel like it goes with the theme of a poltergeist, where it's really just fucking with, the beer was fucking with you at that point.
It's a trickster beer.
Yeah.
It's a vengeful trickster beer spirit. But anyway, I'm saying that like the correct thing to do would have been like, whoa, that's a lot of mossy hair
Yeah.
and slime.
Weird.
I better pull that out.
Why am I drinking hair?
But then we were like, but this is the only beer we have.
So we have to drink it. Like,
Yeah, we don't want to create a situation where it's like we just accept it, and then we would just indicate to another person that it had happened, and then we would share in that grief for a moment, get clogged up with that slimy hair, that dark hair, and it was fine. It was at a LAN party. You understand? I mean,
I agree. Listen, I am not arguing this.
laws are suspended under. I mean, that's a recognized international phenomenon. Laws are suspended under those conditions.
Geneva Convention?
Oh yeah. So Stiggs is like, Nebuchadnezzar. Oh, like the Zagarnezzar.
Zagarnezzar, yeah.
Right? That clan. They had some evil hair in the beer. They had like haunted stills or something. No, it's yucky. But look, I think that we sold the bug thing too hard. Now they're back at it. They want to get this Dark Sun beer popping.
I mean, where do we even get? I mean, so do we have to kill the cricket before we put it in? Like,
No, it's sad, obviously, but it's the thing you have to just choke it.
I mean,
And you have to do it like 500 times. Like it leaves a mark on a person, but it's just like.
you're really. I mean, do we need like to hire a therapist for a session or two after that happens?
For these crickets, maybe.
I mean, the
get
crickets
away.
are going to be dead.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I mean,
It's a huge savings.
that's a priest.
He gets there, he leaves, and then it's
Yeah.
done. Now, so Dark Sun, I'm liking this, but so Dark Sun has there's actually a bunch of whacked out stuff that you can do with Dark
I
Sun.
like the thought. One of the things that would be cool to explore is the dragon concept. Remember how you have to, what is it, 10,000 souls?
Well, it
or
depends.
something like
It's
that,
1,000
or-
hit dice.
That's it. 1,000 hit dice. Yeah.
At different levels, yeah, for sure. They have to consume. I mean, they didn't really come back into this for 5e, but Dark Sun has a bunch of really. Basically, they made Dark Sun to be the inverse of most D&D settings.
Yeah, 'cause it was-
with like
Very little
brutal
magic.
Yeah. Brutal elves. You know what I mean? Literal.
Yeah, you're not having a tea party, right? Like this
No,
is.
literal, like halflings are cannibals. Literal cannibals. And there's no dragons at all, except for these sorcerer kings that have developed. The entire world is based around genocide.
Right.
Like that's the fundamental assertion is that there is essentially this like pogrom, and then everyone who partook in it was rewarded by this is a world where the bad guys won basically, and that's I've never even occurred to me until right now, but that's basically it. The bad guys won, and you have to live in their town and fight for their amusement, and that's basically
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
well, it's about revolution.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, that's the thesis is that you have to overturn these things, which is the point of the first series of books, basically, by Denning. But there are no dragons natively there.
Right.
The world itself is not really in the prime material at all. It's difficult to get to. Clerics worship elements. There's a bunch of really cool, whacked out stuff we could do. Water, obviously, scarce. Even the potions in Dark Sun aren't liquids. They basically enchant fruit.
Right.
And then that's like how you get your health potion. I don't know. It's a super wild place. But the idea that each of the people who are running these city states, like the only safe places, and I say safe in quotes,
big
right?
air quotes.
Is that they are all consuming thousands of hit dice of their own citizens to progress. It's like an MLM. It's like an MLM for warlocks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where it's like they're just trying to get their they're trying to crank up their OTs. It's like a Scientology thing.
Right, exactly.
But that's it. That's it. Well, it depends. One of the later expansions actually goes into where, like these jungles where the halflings kick it, sort of out in the east of the main realm of that world. But so there's a few different things. Like I say, the health potion, the idea of making a health potion,
Yep.
leveraging
For this
fruit
area.
sugars, basically, might be really, really interesting. So really, it's just about styles, I think. And you could do it. You could do man. One of the ways to do it, honestly, would be to do it as a cider.
Okay.
It's not a beer in the classic sense, but making a cider that it would be appropriate for the setting anyway.
That would be the health potion.
Exactly. I feel compelled to offer a cider, even though we tend not to do them.
Yeah.
I actually rewatched. I was trying to explain. I mean, my mom is like, she's a big fan.
She's a big fan. Loves everything. Loves it all.
It makes sense, right? I get it. But I was trying to explain Int to her, and she's like, I don't. And I'm like, well, just watch this. And I pulled up the one with Holly and Jessica Marzan.
Yeah. And Holly's up there
and
like,
Primus,
yeah.
where we're like getting witchy as hell at the table.
Yeah.
And she's up there with a massive spoon stirring this thing like, yeah, it's different than how we usually do things. But if we have our sterilized vessel and we have the juice base that we're looking for, we can do most of the process for that literally right here.
Yep.
I mean, this process that's under here, Yawning Porter, that's a 6 hour, 6 hour, 6.5 maybe process of extraction.
Yeah.
And then it cools down and then it gets pitched, right?
Cider, not so much.
No, that is actually something we could do more or less end to end here on this counter. And
In this room.
yeah, and that has value too.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So we can
So
do
health pot?
Yeah, we can do a cider to emphasize, to go into the sort of the health.
Now, if we do something buggy,
Fruit promise, bug bites.
God,
Yeah. Now the other thing, one of the core tenets in that is that the material that gets enchanted the most or is the most psychically resonant are these obsidian
scarabs. How do we get
Yeah,
scarabs?
bugs. I want a big ass bug. No, it has to. They're like obsidian spheres and orbs that
Okay.
get enchanted because Dark Sun is as much about psionics as it is about magic. So in order for those, like the process that I was talking about for those Sorcerer Kings, in order to even start on that path, I mean, this is obviously super old school 3rd edition shit, right? God, maybe even second on part of that. Yeah, I think it might be second on some of it. The box.
Sounds it.
Later on, it's different, of course. You have to be a 20th level wizard, multi-class into psionicist,
Oh, wow. Okay.
20th level psionicist. Once you have 40 levels in those two things, like, in order to even manipulate that spell, you actually have to be 20th level wizard, 20th level psionicist to even handle it.
That's brutal.
Right?
Well, I mean, like time-wise, investment-wise, right?
What are your friends supposed to do while you're doing that?
Right? Like, sorry, guys, I got another 20, 30 years of this.
No. But the obsidian,
Go have a bug.
the obsidian as a please try our all you can chew bug
Bugs.
bar.
I'm going to be back in the office,
Exactly.
taking souls.
So obsidian as a psionic focus.
I like
To
that.
my mind, that means stout or porter. You do stout and
I
you-
like stout.
stout with a
this.
bug back. Stout with a bug back, motherfucker. Get those bugs in there. Put the bugs in the bag. Get the bug bag. Put it in there.
It's a thing.
So those to my mind, those are
Ghostly,
both-
I'm
those
very
are-
glad you volunteered to be an assistant brewer in this organization.
Indeed. So let's just break it out along those two lines. Oh yeah. Beckenbauer for sure.
Dude, we're touring someone around, so just
Hey there.
keep your business.
Hey.
I had not seen that. I had not seen
Oh,
that.
whoa, look at that.
So
How cool is that?
Much as we described, I mean, and you can see in the grain bed the proportion of the carafa, and that's all that was required.
Yeah. Look at that color.
Yeah.
This is going to be the best.
Not a stout, right? It has a different body.
Not a stout. Light.
It just looks this way. It's a relatively small proportion of the full bill, but
And None of this fissure bullshit.
No.
Not hearing anything.
That's not what we do. It's not what we're about. We don't support it.
Yep.
But check it out. It has that sort of bifurcated.
Yeah, right. Look at that.
pool.
It's kind of nice. I like it.
I'm into it.
Fucking bugs, Jesus. Guys, I don't know what. I mean, do we have like a selection of bugs? Like actual scorpions?
Well, no, I was just gonna say, because getting those buggy snacks. I mean, here, let's take a look. Buy edible scorpions.
And the craziest part is it's on the freaking internet. So yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, look at this. Edible scorpions.
What?
You should look at this and see.
I should what?
You should look up the edible scorpions so we can see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let me see if I can find it first.
I don't want to eat these, but I
Edible.
will definitely do it.
Edible scorpion for sale.
Just one?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh.
For sale by owner? Well, no, there's lots of scorpion lollipops. I mean, we know about these. I mean,
Do we?
Yeah. But here. I mean,
Come on. Wait a second. Hold the friggin' phone. What?
here, show him, Josh. Yeah, this is like this is the main way I know about scorpions. I don't experience
it's not
scorpions day to day.
That's how you know about it. I mean, I know about scorpions, books, the Nature Channel.
No, when I was
You're
a
like,
kid-
nah, motherfucker, I had my first experience with a scorpion was in a goddamn lollipop.
So when you were growing up, did you go to, like, when you went to the candy store?
yeah, like we had this little like corner store that had candy.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, right. But so where you were living, did they have like the 10-cent boxes?
Yeah.
Like lemon heads,
Yeah, totally.
Boston bean,
Yeah, and you would just grab it.
Alexander the Grape, Mr. Melon.
Those sour watermelon. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, right alongside those, where I grew up, it was Scorpion City.
What the fuck did you grow? I mean,
never,
Spokane was like
not once. I never once even bought them. But getting
there's a
scorpions,
real scorpion inside that pop.
yeah, getting scorpions would not be hard. This is all I know. Getting a scorpion, not impossible. But a cricket, I think, is actually the right call.
Well, we got to give him a choice of bugs, so you might as well figure
Fucking
out.
gross ass bugs.
Go hard.
Well, Black Widow,
Black
come
Widow,
on.
no fucking way,
Zero
Josh.
of
That's where I
those.
draw the goddamn line. There'll be no spiders in any of this shit.
Tarantula.
That's my fear
No,
factor.
that's true. It's like usually the way we scare people away from Seattle is to say that it rains all the time, but I would say the Black Widow is probably the more serious issue.
Yeah.
No, obsidian. So let's move in stout or porter. What do you think?
I don't know. My brain's on overload right now
Yeah.
with all this, everything that's going. But give it a choice.
Yep.
Stout or porter.
Exactly.
So I think if we want to talk about this, let's talk about this in a dark sun variant.
yeah.
A porter. So porter would go along with we don't have a lot of water here because it's lighter.
Yeah, I mean, so
Maybe not, because
in either case, the truth is that the color-wise, either one of these is going to be. It really has to do with the body, right?
Yeah, so how do you define-
what does that represent in that context?
Right.
So
A porter is lighter in body and feels a little more, I don't know, watery.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah.
Whereas
I think, well.
a stout is going
So
to feel like a steak.
There's two things, right? So the obsidian sphere itself, typically it gets focused on by like the idea of an astropath in 40K. It's a psyker, but they're basically used almost as like telemetry computers to travel in the warp. It's something like that. So you have like a silt sea, basically, because it's a desert, right?
Yeah.
But they use the obsidian orb to they recall.
It's almost like a navigator. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
They are the navigator, but they also use the orb to recall a period when it was an ocean, and then they travel on that,
Right.
buoyed by that, like psionic current, right? So those are the two things. You either have the ball, you have the I would say that the stout in this case represents the obsidian sphere itself. And I would say that the porter, holy shit, this is some inside ass baseball. The porter is the travel projection.
Yes, that because it's fluid, right? It's this fluid memory of douche. No arachnids. That's my cutoff. Done.
Oh, is that an issue?
No, not really.
Are you anti-spider?
No, I mean I'm pro spider wherever they want to be, but.
But not on me or in my drinks.
Mouth. Yeah.
It's like, look, and that's reasonable. And here's Josh back at it again, trying to get that to ranch.
Yeah, like I'm pro spider. They do hella work in the summertime against bugs, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Pro spider.
They put their
if they're in the house, I gently walk them out of the house. You don't kill them.
They put their thorax into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I don't need them in the craw. Like especially when you watch like the Fear Factor shows where you got the bug in the mouth and the legs are still outside.
I don't watch the show for that
I'm
reason.
done. Absolutely, that's where I quit.
I don't like that.
Joe Rogan, you can keep the money.
You just go home at the beginning?
Yeah, it's like, we're good. Glad we did this. It's a good flight.
Tarantula's not a spider? What?
What the hell is it then? Who said it's not a spider? What is it?
I think that person is a spider. That's what I think. They're looking for that travel projection.
Okay, that's cool. I am still blown away.
Spider bro, is that a real?
Spider
Read
bro.
it.
Spider bro. Oh, look it. Manchurian spiders or scorpions.
Yeah.
A pack of dried edible scorpions, stinger and all. How about that?
No, thank you.
Look at this. Can we look at this fucking picture?
Whoa. Hold on. Spider Bro is a real place. A place for friends of spiders who are our bros. Spiders are fun, mostly friendly creatures that just want to enjoy a good meal and chill like you do.
Is this his MySpace page? What the hell is
Yeah,
going on here?
I think that this is what happens when spiders get online. I don't think we can trust them.
Fuck. No, I'm done. Can we? What? No one asked for that. That had fur. That had a fucking fur coat on it. Like it literally put on a coat and was like, I'm going outside, guys. It's a little nippy out. Fuck. We're done here. We are absolutely done. Nope. Arachnids.
You can turn it around, squeeze it.
Nope.
No, I closed it
Nope,
immediately.
that's gone. We're not opening that up again because I don't want to even get it in my eyeballs.
Don't go there. Don't go to the Reddit page Spider Bro. Oh my God, that is okay. Next part. Ready?
I'm trying to get my retinas back.
Let's bust it. All right, now that we have Porter, now it's about creating a bed.
Yeah.
I am deeply traumatized by that image.
It was like a potato with legs and a fur coat on it. It literally had a hoodie, I think, that would come up and over the head. The world's a scary place.
I think that spider has an advanced degree.
Yeah.
I think they live among us. Jesus fucking Christ. Do not go there. You won't like it unless you are yourself a spider and you consider these images aspirational in nature.
Yeah, I mean that is. If I was a spider,
It's 4
I would be
spiders.
like, I'd be like, man, how much does iron does he pump a day, right? Like,
Yeah.
where does he work out?
What's your
He's
regimen?
like the fucking rock of spiders,
exactly.
right? Like,
what's your regimen?
right?
Exactly. It's like multiple lifts.
Like he is the rock. He walks around tree to tree, and he brings the iron paradise with him. True thing, by the way. And just works out all day, and he invites other little spiders in to do said routine.
But he's invited himself into my mind.
Yeah, that's
Like,
how it happens. That's how it starts.
Anyway, we have to change the topic. We have to reclaim this stream.
Like a recluse spider?
No, we don't have to recluse the stream. We have to reclaim the stream for our own purpose. They don't get to own this. All right? They have everything else. They can't.
They
have
can't take this
stream.
from us.
So we need that sweet bed, and typically, even though they're dark, your base is never crazy pants, right? Come back to us.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the spider-free zone. Whatever Josh wants to happen, you know what I mean? This is a place where they do
Fucking
not.
thing is, like, I know Josh, like, next week is gonna get a giant spider thing, and it's gonna be fucking looking.
Well, here,
down.
Ghostly, can you show them?
Give him ideas.
Ghostly, can you show them the ceiling? Because it looks a little webby. I think it seems like.
Like someone's gonna come down and kill us. Great.
Yeah, it seems like, and you can see that dark area up there, and the top. I mean, I think
This is my nightmare.
This is a place where spiders dwell.
How did they kill the big?
Up there, otherwise I would not go up.
Yeah, you're up on shit all the time, fiddling with those.
How did they kill the spiders in arachnophobia? Wasn't it like a nail gun or something? Can we get nail guns?
It was a magic spell. So, have you ever seen any creatures up there, Josh?
I think I've heard mice, but that's about it.
I'm good
I'll
with
take
mice.
it.
Yeah.
I'll
Until
take
the
it.
spiders killed them.
On the roof, too.
Yeah, I mean, a mouse has the requisite number of limbs at the very least. I support that. Anyway, base.
Let's get to ABV.
Yeah.
So, let's do a Baltic porter for this, like something strong and sturdy.
I've never even heard of that style.
Yeah, really
That's
cool.
really cool. Tomboy notes. Thanks, Lennox.
So, when we were, so they went with this. What was the first poll? Why did we go?
This is the porter. So this is the projection. The
projection,
sort of psychic
okay.
projection.
Right. So we need. So as a Baltic porter, this is going to be lubricated heavily to sift you through time, right? So on average, these porters get from about 6.5 to 9.5.
I didn't even know there was a porter style that was in that range.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
Wow. Well, here, let's give him some options here.
Yeah. Like, do you want to, like, if it's like up in the higher echelon, this is like, I don't want to see everything that's going on around me as I'm traveling through, right? Like, it kind of numbs you to.
So, yeah, take a look at these percentages and understand the range. One of them is, 6 is sort of like, that's like your ante. That's like your smooth sailing. And the other one is essentially complete domination by this orb. Baltic Porter, it is real. It's real. Malt flavors reminiscent of an English porter, sure. And the restrained roast of a Schwarzbier with a higher original gravity and alcohol content than either. Very complex, multi-layered malt and dark fruit. Dude, this is gonna be good. Put a little bug in there, you're golden. Let them roost.
We're going to a place that I just don't want to follow.
Just let them roost in there. You know what I mean?
Put him in there.
Yeah, what I like is that our main concern is I want to make sure that these spiders are sterile. The issue is not that we're putting spiders in something we're going to drink. The issue is that I want to make sure that they're safe. 9%'s good. All right, 9. So now you need the CERM.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a dark beer to begin with.
It is.
So,
So it's 30 to 40, right? I mean,
oh, easily. Well, actually, 17 to 30
really?
is really what we're looking at. Because remember, it's still going to be a porter, right? Like, they're not doing an imperial stout.
True, but I think I know where they're going to go. That's just my guess.
Wait, what was the ABV poll?
9.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So you want to throw up the SRM?
Yep. Sorry, my mind is focused on horrid fucking. Ugh.
Yeah, it's bad. So take a look at these ding-dongs here. 25, I think, is probably the more literal interpretation of this obsidian sea.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then up north of 40, we're talking about gazing directly into the heart
Of the void.
of volcanic glass and using it as a psionic focus. That's the plan. Beckenbauer, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a lot of worm consumption. God, there's some really scary monsters in general.
Oh yeah.
Just in that setting that are nowhere else. Weird mutations that's the other theme of that, is that they're just exposed. That environment is basically created. Well, also, every character, most characters have psionic powers. They're just like wild talents or like latent abilities. They're just built into the character.
I think I still have my, remember the Book of Psionics, the Brown Leather Psionics book?
Yeah, I have it in there.
Do you?
Yeah, the Complete Guide to Psionics.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think that series was like the Complete Guide to
like
whatever.
rogues and exactly.
And
Thieves or whatever.
Yeah, and they had a couple that were specific to the different worlds, like the Al-Qadim one, the Shire.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite D&D supplement of all time. But they had other world specific ones, like the Complete Guide to Gladiators.
Oh, interesting.
Gladiator was
Gladiator
one
was
of the classes.
Super dark, specific, right?
Yeah. No, they want the 40, and it makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, I get it. Fair dinkum.
I support that. Okay, 40 for the CERM.
Let's talk about some bitterness.
Yeah, IBU.
Anywhere from 20 to 40. So what does that mean for us?
I was just going to say, I mean, when it's sweet enough, we've seen what happened here with Welcome Home. You can get away with 33.
Yeah.
And you don't even know about it.
You don't
right?
even know.
Exactly. But we're going to have interesting sweet and roasted character.
Yeah.
We'll want to have good options for him, I think. 20 is a little bit.
I think 20 is a little
20
low for what we're probably going to try to accomplish here, but
yeah, but they can't make a wrong choice.
No.
So let's say 20, 30, 40 at the 20 level. That's when the cricket really shines through. Like that's when that coherent.
It actually still
beam,
chirps.
Yeah, exactly. You can taste the chirp.
And that's actually the low. Taste the chirp.
Exactly.
Curved on
at
the
that
bottle.
threshold.
Yeah.
40 obviously is just going to give us a little bit more of a backstop from the sweetness and other flavors, but we haven't really built the malt base yet.
No, Freckenbauer. No, the spider is not in the glass ever. I don't care if it is 40.
Well, no, it has to be like, it's like, you know how, like traditional cocktail, there's very specific, like a specific glass.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like finished with,
This is actually a spider glass.
Finished with soda. No, it's like finished with spider.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but it's like there's nowhere to put the spider, so you just put it on top.
Yeah, it's like plops down. The legs are over the fucking side of the
Or you
goblet.
you like set it up like alongside the side of the glass, like it just keeps falling down. You're like, it's fine. Just take that out. It's done.
Yeah. What about beer for spiders?
That's just blood.
This is blood.
That's just regular blood. That's
I mean,
spiders
solved.
are doing
Done.
fine. I don't know why you're giving a lot of your consciousness over to these arachnids.
Don't do it. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Does not end well.
Yeah. Cab is definitely in the pocket of.
Right? The spider overlords? He's,
Yeah. He's seized by the pedipalps of Big Spider.
No, he's actually Spider Bro. Coming through the internet.
All right.
Finally figured out Twitch. He's like, I got Reddit down.
Exactly. I'm branching out. 30. They went 30, which is perfect.
Cool, yeah.
Honestly,
That's actually
I didn't
what
want
we're
to push it, but I think that 30 is the correct.
Okay, so
Midpoint.
here's what's cool about Baltic porters.
Yeah.
The main base malt is either going to be Munich or Vienna.
Oh, so that's weird by itself. Well,
because normally in a porter you're using 2-row.
Well, yeah. In most beers, usually your base
is
is
usually 2-row.
what you want to do. Munich. So Munich is biscuit. Mm-hmm. So
Vienna's going to be a little more sweet.
yeah. Yeah, Vienna.
Oh, dragonfly, don't make me think of that.
Munich or Vienna as your base.
Yeah, we have never done a Loth beer.
That's sick flavor. Yeah, we haven't. We've done a few drow themed ones.
Yeah, but they were mostly for
Cathris.
Cathris. But
We've never actually gone whole hog into
I actually think that would be kind of cool.
the cities.
Sans putting actual spiders in the fucking beer. We're not doing it.
No, that's what this is all about. At the end of the day, this is like, well, how many spiders can you drink? I mean, it's a
test of.
it's tawdry. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We will not be tested.
We don't
We
lower
never have
ourselves to
driders.
that.
Ugh.
Oh.
Come on, driders are the worst. That abdomen, though, it's just too much. It's like a spider you might fuck at. That's 0% of
No.
spiders.
Yeah. Like, I have never said that about any spider. I was
That's
like,
not-
never, nope, bangable, nah,
That's not a common phrase.
not a thing.
Spidey mark.
We opened a can of spiders, not
Yeah,
worms.
exactly. You really opened an egg sack now.
Oh, God, that image is just
It's bursting with young. No, there was
You
a
just made it worse.
there was like an egg sack like when I had an apartment.
Yeah.
And then I had this there's like a tiny, I mean maybe 10 feet across porch. So you go out there, go on that porch, and then it was like there's an egg sack like hanging off the thing. I was like, not on my watch. I tried to get it off, and like 10,000 fucking spiders came out all over me. Like I was like, get out of here. Ugh. And then it's like, ah! And it's just like,
This is like, I want Spaceballs the flamethrower, right? Like, like that's what you need.
just on me. I don't want to feel it or know it. Now, isn't a Drider just a dark centaur? I'm sure they want to fuck these for sure.
God, why? What is it?
Vienna.
Okay, cool. The fucking centaur thing, man.
Yeah, so it being sweet.
Vienna?
You know-
Oh, very cool.
No, I inadvertently hit Control V in here, and it's like Spider Bro. I'm not going there.
Don't do it.
Yeah,
This is only going to get worse from here.
this is Big Spider.
This is big spider encroachment, and I do not appreciate it.
This is large spider. All right, so that's as a delicious bed.
Yeah, so we can go in a lot of different ways with this.
Yeah, from there.
We can make it so we don't, with porters, you don't add a lot of, you don't have to add a lot of specialty malts, but we can
They're not complex styles.
No.
Right?
we can use chocolate malt to really bring out that nice malty flavor and keep the sweetness there. We could use a roasted malt if we wanted to.
I like that.
We could go caramel and do like a nice crystal 120 to make it really caramel inside.
Well, here. Let's give them caramel. Let's give them chocolate and caramel. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not going to put any notes on these because I feel like between chocolate and caramel malt, you can figure it out. I mean, that's the level of trust that I think we've developed over the years.
Yeah.
I know that you can read those words.
I mean, caramel just reminds me of the sands of the desert, right? But
yeah, you got this.
listen, I'm just trying to get any image of a fucking spider out of my brain. So caramel.
Yeah,
Sands of the
Mr.
desert.
Meat Suit, my experience with the Crick A, there is a nut angle and then like a little like smoky richness to the cricket, unfortunately. A ham. A ham. Interesting. So it's pretty close, actually.
Really?
It's
Don't ruin this for me. Oh, a camel spider. Yes, I have.
For
I
sure.
thought you said a caramel spider. I was
No.
like, Jesus. Don't tell me they have those now, too.
Camel spiders are,
Fucking crazy.
and they're not spiders.
Screw Australia.
As I recall.
What the?
No, these are not Australian.
What are the huge ones in Australia?
They're from Afghanistan.
Oh, I'm thinking the wrong. Like, I remember when I was in Australia, my buddy, we went into one of the local parks, and we're just walking around. He's like, "Hey, don't look up." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, what the?
No,
and there's
yeah,
a spider
eating a
that is-
baby.
literally took a
Yuck.
baby out of a bassinet, brought it up into the tree. It was this freaking big.
No. Camel spiders.
I'm like, I'm good, Australia. It's
I
been
don't know.
fun.
I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like
Huntsman spider. Okay.
Silithguid or something like
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Like camel spiders are not spiders at all. And they're just awful. They're just everything about the way that they look it's like as awful as a spider, but like
But with 2 humps?
it's the level of awfulness is the same, but it's like from a completely different vector, right? So they're just as bad as spiders, which
Okay.
is gross.
Yeah.
We agree on this.
Yeah.
But they're not the same at all.
Like, it has machine guns?
No. They arrive at their grossness via an absolutely distinct path. It's just the main thing with them is that they have these fucked up mouth parts. Their mouth.
What do you mean, like...
Their mouth is basically like. Their mouth is made of pinchers. Imagine that the mouth is some pinchers. Yeah.
Here's the thing, like...
Caramel.
Instead of fighting wars with other humans, can't we just go against these spiders? Or
Can't
these
we
things? Just eradicate that? Like,
unite
against the spider overlords that will most likely eventually kill us all?
and underlords?
Oh, yeah. So, okay, Caramel.
want the
Very
Caramel.
cool. All right. So we could stop there if we really wanted to.
Oh yeah, and harass. I mean, I'm aware that they're harmless, but the pincher mouth is just too much for me. Chelicerae, that's what they're called.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Blah. Wow. Oh,
Hey, what were we going for? Oh, 9%. Okay, we're going to add
Melon
some
Destiny,
sugar into
I
this.
am familiar with the wolf spider.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like it has a rich eye combination. Now, Beckenbauer's pushing smoke, and I gotta say, I like this.
Okay. Put it in there. Put it up for a vote.
So basically, a touch of smoked malts,
Yeah.
right? Especially against that caramel, that might be a really neat thing. We don't want to go crazy with it.
Yeah, so I would
but
say
we want
either-
but the idea of smoked glass, we want that in here,
Yeah.
right?
So either keep it as,
Yeah.
candy and caramely.
Yep.
Or add a little bit of smoke to it. Listen, Spidey Mark, I appreciate the good works that spiders do, just not over my head or around me, but anywhere else. Completely fine. They're great people.
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
I like the spiders I can see.
I know. I like the ones I don't see. Like, I just know they're there doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Don't have to see it.
Yeah, Ninja Nurse, that's true. I mean, that's in large part, that's the reason that we know about camel spiders was actually service members sending
really putting that-
pictures
Yeah.
of camel spiders hanging off of a rifle. No smoked spiders. Rah!
There's actually this really cool picture that was circulating around. It was taken back in, I think, the 90s in White Dwarf. And it was some members of the service in the desert somewheres, and they had made a Warhammer game. They had one copy of White Dwarf, and they
I've
were
seen this
playing
picture.
Warhammer with little, rocks and things that they had put. I'm like, that's ingenious.
Well, no, my Cumidin, he enforced for a while. Super cool dude. He had helped someone out. He was over there as a medic, and he had helped out a local because they had access to their full medical range. And somebody came in and they were having a challenge health wise with one of their children, something that could easily be managed with the supplies
Right.
on the base. And so he hooked this up, and they gave him a ton of lapis lazuli. It's just crying, it's just take this, take whatever I can give you. And he made dice out of it. I have 2 of these dice.
That's awesome.
One of the
Were
dice
those the ones that you had on one of the live
the
games?
night. Yeah. But I also used those when we were playing Warcry the other day. The
I remember
blue,
that. Yeah.
the actual, the
Yeah,
solid
the
blue
thick
cube.
one. It was awesome.
That's the lapis one, yeah.
Ah, it's so cool.
Hey, they want that touch of smoked malt, and I don't blame them.
I think that's really neat because we still have smoked malt left from.
Oh, see, and that would be the right stuff too.
Absolutely.
Because that apple smoked malt was already more gentle than normal. And we've already used it once, and it was amazing.
Yeah. And what was the color we were shooting for?
The color I have on
Was
here is
30?
is 30. Cool. No, the color is 40.
Oh, 40.
I
Oh,
used
40,
it.
40, 40. Okay.
Yeah, put in just a touch of that smoked malt. Right? Mm-hmm. Right.
And let's get some hops up in here.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hop it up.
What do we want our hops to be? This can be pretty neat. Either way we go with this. What flavors are we trying to get out of that? Let's pick a flavor like a.
We should probably go with something. We should probably go with something fruity, just as an angle.
Counterbalance?
Well, yeah, as a counterbalance, but also just to get that extra touch of Athasian, that other Athasian vibe.
Okay,
No, there's no spider hops. Blah.
Just making sure.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think about what would be an interesting one, because there's a few different. Thematically, I can make some cool connections.
Ooh.
Bitter gold.
Stone fruity pear and watermelon.
Pear?
Pear and watermelon.
Oof. What a beast, though, at 17% alpha.
Well, I mean, remember, we're going to be putting this in right at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to get boiled.
Calypso could be fun.
What are we thinking here?
Cascades. East Kent Goldings?
It's a classic.
I mean, it's a classic for the style.
It's a classic for the style, for sure.
Falconer's Flight. No. Idaho would be fucking wild in this.
Idaho is wild. Yeah, and that's the weird stuff. Resins, tropical fruit.
I mean, I would never think of it for a porter.
For a porter, but
Dark Sun?
Yeah, we should be thinking about. Here, so give me a couple of those notes.
Tropical fruit,
it's tropical, orange,
apricot.
apple, apricot, and pine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to see Idaho 7 in more production beers.
Yeah, it's a fantastic hop. I would have never thought about it for an IP or a porter.
Yeah.
Southern Cross, huh? Spicy, lemony wood flavors. That's kind of fun.
That could be cool too. Here, let's try that one.
Yep.
Southern Cross?
Yep. Spicy, lemony with slight pine.
And wood.
I'd say those two, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So the question is...
The main thing is like each of them has that resinous sort of like incense type vibe.
Ichor,
that's what I want.
Yeah. God, so are we going to do a bug in this?
Oh, we have to offer bug. But in order to do it, we might have to order a couple bug.
Oh, I get it.
What's that? You got this?
I looked this up.
Yeah.
What we should do is get canned insects, because
Canned insects.
they have been cooked in cans to maintain their nutritional value, flavor, and aroma. So, like dried stuff, you're not going to taste anything. But that will work. You'll get it.
Why is this a fucking reality? Why?
It's for pets to eat.
Josh, can you do us a favor?
What can we order?
Can you order us a couple different dried and canned bugs?
Sure.
Just order us, don't go nuts, but order us a few, and then we will eat them on the show.
They're not expensive either.
Oh, I'm sure not. Yeah,
I'm saying that, but what we'll do is we'll have to crunch into a few here on the show. You think about the shit we've eaten on this.
Oh, I'm not scared. I am not scared.
Okay. We should be okay.
If you put a fucking spider in front of my face, then we're gonna have issues.
That's Troubletown.
Yeah.
So grab a few, and then we'll crunch into them.
I'm cool
So
with that.
we're gonna add a bug, right? And we're also gonna add Southern Cross. That'll be a new one for us.
Yeah, totally.
So go ahead and throw Southern Cross in there.
Okay.
So we are going to add a bug because it's Dark Sun, but we're gonna have Josh order a couple different types of bugs.
Yeah, I'm down
And
for
then
trying out bugs.
and then we'll crunch into
yeah.
them, and we'll determine which is going to be the right one.
Oh,
with
like
the
we'll
beer.
select the. Yeah, I think that's a cool
Because
idea.
we've never used that ingredient. We're the only ones.
Yeah, we have no basis of like taste, right? for it?
Exactly. So we have to crunch.
Mitsu, we have done the Susterming.
Oh yeah, we've done that. That's not going to go in the beer.
But yeah, I have no problem. Let's dig in.
Let's crunch into a few, and then we'll know sort of what to add.
Yeah, because it's got to be weird. Like, what is the flavor of a?
We have to know. Right now, we can't know.
Ant versus a cricket, right? Like,
Exactly.
Josh, what are what are your selections? Right? Like, oh God, locust. That'd be cool as hell just for Dark Sun
It's
alone.
correct. That's a desert bug.
On this site, I've got grasshoppers, caterpillars,
Solid.
crickets,
Kind of the same thing.
mealworms, silkworm pupae,
Ooh.
snails,
Okay.
and superworms, and
The
waxworms.
fuck is a superworm?
Is a superworm?
Does it come with like Uzis? All I can think of is Earthworm Jim.
It's just a big ass worm.
Yeah,
Makes
okay.
sense. All right, hey, yeast.
Yeah.
So get a selection. Get 3 or 4.
They actually have an assortment.
Well, I was gonna, do they have a plenty pack
Yep.
that we can get? Perfect. Snatch that up, and then let's crunch into a few, and kind of see what the right vibe is, and then we'll drop that in the fermenter. Okay.
So I think, do they have one? I thought White Labs used to have a really good porter yeast, but
We do the search.
well, let's see. Yeah, good call. We got the tech. No, maybe I was wrong.
Well, their ranges do change.
Yes. So let's go with. I think this will be neat. London Ale 3. We have never used this one.
Is it fruit?
Yes, it's lightly fruit flavored. It's going to give a hint of sweetness into the beer.
Ooh.
This is going to be pretty cool.
Especially with the rest of that build. Mm-hmm. Do any of them have a wing case flavor? Something we can really lean into the
Something
bug
really
thing.
crunch into. What else would be kind of neat with this? I mean, your British ale is classic. It's dry, it's tart, and it's crisp.
Yeah, I mean that's sort
There's
of
your there's your crispy wing.
that's the control group, right?
Yeah,
Which one's that?
just a regular British ale. yeast.
Yep.
Dry, tart, and crisp.
All right. So we're gonna let that run. Now get your names ready. Don't type them in yet. Don't type them in. It's not time,
It's not time.
but soon it will be time.
This is a time to remember.
Yeah, I mean those are both really cool.
I think it's pretty neat.
We've used other London ales just
We have.
because
We've used 1 and 2.
they tend to be like our go-tos
Yeah.
for classic.
Classic styles, like
Styles.
classic, porters.
That's what they're
classic ales,
for.
amber
That's what they're
ales.
for. But
Yeah.
3 is pretty. I mean, from them, 3 is pretty kinky. Yeah, and British ale. British ale is basically saying leave it alone.
Yeah, that smells amazing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It
think-
started out
I
with
think-
the peanut butter, and now it's just time to. I just want to eat it. I want to get a handful of it and put it in my craw zone. All right, I'll let this run for it.
Wow, it's pretty
Titch.
close. This is closer than I thought it would be.
It is.
I appreciate you, Chad. That's
No.
great.
I agree. Very solid.
Yeah, figure out we can do a correct. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to jump into there. The British. We're gonna go with the British ale yeast now.
Wow.
Now is the time for your names. Come this way. So it's Dark Sun, Obsidian Orb, Sonic Powers, Mutants, Bugs. Around the Crucible down there is Yawning Porter.
Bug bite. Yeah.
Black
Black
Hole
hole
Sun.
sun. Jesus. Desert bug for hops.
Desert Bug for hops.
Too many legs. Ugh. Wasted land. Yeah, that's a good one.
Bug juice.
Who let the bugs out? SA. Black carapace. That's fun.
Bug bitter. Sun spider.
Best insector. Yeah. The navigator's elixir. Important focus. Dark scarab. Ooh, yeah.
I'm just gonna choose Navigator.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that
I
in
like
there.
that.
That's an awesome name. I
Yeah.
think. Crick
Crick
in the neck.
neck.
Former Swarmer. Oh, hey. Ravensmith coming in with the
I like mine.
coming in with the mule brew.
Where is it? I didn't see
That's
that.
that's the inside
yeah,
baseball
there it is.
technique right there.
Event Berizon. Yeah.
Mindworm
Mind Awakening.
is
yeah.
a keeper. I like that.
Scuttlebutt. Grub Juice. Oh, that. For some reason, that does remind me of Starship Troopers.
Portable insectoid. What else we got here? Something juicy.
Get that juice. Mm-hmm. Juicy carapace. Creeping craw. Thorax scrapings. Oh.
Ichor liquor is a winner for me.
Bravo. Slimy yet satisfying. SPF 90. Yeah. Psionic portents. There you go. The darker juice.
I'll do one more. We're naming the Dark Sun beer, Potato. SPF 90. I like it.
Imagine a dark bug, yeah. That's about right.
All right. I'm gonna hit this and then vote. Vote quickly. Zero Dark Sunny.
God damn it.
I'm gonna grab this.
Dark sundown, jeez.
I'll grab these precious votes. I got an idea where it's gonna go, and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom so fast, and then I'll join my my friend Mort Krahulik for the art stream. Ichor Liquor, I think, is a great name, and frankly, it's one of the best names I think we've ever had on the show. I love that. I gotta do it because it's twice as much as the other one. I'm gonna die if I don't. Hey, Ichor Liquor. We're gonna sample some bugs on a future episode of the show. Once you snatch those up, we have enough stuff in the queue.